Hello, once again. Welcome back to the 4th episode of our Pan-American journey. We are here again in Balmaceda, Chile. The weather was pretty rough here for a bit. It actually just stopped raining, and so we're getting ready to depart on our next leg over to Coyhaique, I believe, Coyhaique, Chile. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's only about a 25 nautical mile flight, I believe, today. So we'll do that leg, and then we'll do another leg, and then depending on how long that has taken, we may or may not do a third leg, a little bit longer leg. So we'll just see how it goes. But at least for right now, we're going to, we've already pre-flighted the plane, and so we will just hop in, get our clearance from air traffic control, and then we will get things set up and get on the way. All right, let's get the door closed here. We won't have any passengers for this leg. As you can see, we're all empty. We only have about 200 pounds of cargo in the luggage compartment. That's all we have for this first leg. We'll pick up some passengers at the first stop, and then after that, we'll take them on to their destination. But yeah, currently only about 200 pounds of cargo. And then once we arrive at our first stop in Coyhaique, whatever it is, we will pick up, I think it's 4 or maybe 5 passengers and take them on to Puerto Aysén, also in Chile. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start the aircraft. We do have a bit of low voltage on the batteries, so we're gonna try to get this started as quickly as we can. That engine does not want to start. It starts a left first. Yeah, I think we flooded the right engine. Let's get that left alternator on. Boost pump off. Try to get it at about 1,000 RPM so it can start warming up. Let's see if we can't prime the right engine again real quick. Alright, it started? Yeah, I think we just flooded it then. Left engine's dying, honestly. Just flip the right alternator on, left alternator off. What do we do here? We got fuel in the tanks. Oh, we had the fuel selector off, okay. There we go. Goodness gracious. Amateur hour over here. Get those back to about 1,000 RPM. Left alternator coming on. Oh, fuel light is on. It's because of the fuselage fuel there. So yeah, I think it might actually feed from the wing tanks first and then the fuselage, so maybe we should have loaded it in the fuselage first, and then the wing tanks afterwards. That would have made more sense. So we can actually adjust that. I know we've already started, but we've got about 100 gallons, so we'll just put 40 here and then 30 in each of these tanks. I just want to confirm with FS economy. We haven't actually started flight in FS economy yet, my bad. We'll do that now. Right, yeah, that looks to be good. Right. Now we've got our engines running. Can turn the pitot heat on, the nav lights on. Get our avionics and autopilot masters on. We'll call up for our clearance. Get a little bit of vibration from those engines there. Okay though. Yeah, let's punch in our flight plan. So I'll go ahead and direct. Departing from Balmaceda. Going to Teniente Vidal. First waypoint is direct to Genab. And from Genab direct to Kolab. From Kolab, or direct to BA 162. And from BA 162, we're direct to Volga, and then direct to the airport. All right, it seems simple enough. Alright, sorry about that, guys. A lot of technical difficulties there with St. Intentions. We're going to call up now and get our departure clearance, hopefully, over to Teniente Vidal Airport, and then we will get going. Balmaceda clearance delivery, Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo. We're ready to copy IFR to Teniente Vidal Airport.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Balmaceda ground. Information not clear. Say again, expect runway 27.
We're ready to copy IFR.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Information not clear. Clear to Teniente Vidal. After departure, fly radar vectors Genab, then as filed. Departure runway 27. Initial climb to 5,000. Departure on 119.7, squawk 7466.
Cleared to Teniente Vidal. Radar vectors Genab, then as filed. Departure runway 27, initial climb to 5,000 feet, departure 119.7, and we're squawking 7466, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, read back correct.
Alright, we've got our read back correct. Let's see, warming up our engines. Cylinder head temperatures come up, the oil temperature is looking in the green, it's looking good. Fuel pressure, oil pressure, Alright, we're looking okay now. I think everything's alright now. Just having a lot of issues. Should have plugged in our headset already. We'll do that now. Right, now we will. Pull up NAVIGRAPH charts. It will lag horrendously as NAVIGRAPH charts does. It will not have me signed in, even though it should. Had to approve it every time I started the simulator. I don't understand why. Scratch pads. Tap the notepad icon at the bottom to start writing. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. So, import flight from SimBrief. That's the one. Charts for the origin. Take the taxi chart. Actually, I don't want it overlaid, just I want it opened. So, over here on the apron, I'll probably take Delta Charlie Alpha to 27. Almost hit a ground. Aerostar 2CR Bravo ready to taxi.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, runway 27 taxi via Delta, hold short of runway 09er, then Charlie Alpha.
Taxi runway 27 via Delta, hold short of runway 27, then Charlie Alpha, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We can taxi out.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, cross runway 09er, then continue taxi via Charlie Alpha.
Cross runway 09er, then continue taxi via Charlie Alpha, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Right, looking out to the left, it's clear on the left. Looking to the right, it's clear on the right. I haven't seen or heard anyone in the pattern. Just going to come down here really quick and flip on the landing lights. Maybe. Landing lights and the strobes. Now we'll cross across. Got a decent wind, about 18 knots. Mostly off the nose, just a little bit off to the right. You can see the grass is really blowing here today. Alright, this is Charlie over here. So we're going to kind of taxi across the runway. What's that? I think that was maybe something from FS Realistic in regards to the brakes. I need to fine-tune some of the settings on there. Some of them are not very FS Realistic. Some of them are kind of take away from the immersion of flying the Aerostar, so I need to fine-tune it a little bit. But we'll get it dialed in eventually after we've done a few flights. I installed it here recently just because I liked some of the a few of the effects were kind of nice, camera shake effects and whatnot, so I went ahead and installed it. But some of the effects can be a little overdone. We'll probably see some of those here on this flight. And you can see what I'm saying about the taxi speed there. I mean, we're already at 25 knots ground speed. This plane just loves to get up and go. There's one nice effect that it adds, that kind of crop wash sound that you're getting there. Which is nice. Just a few things like that that kind of add a little bit of immersion. Now we're going to be taking off runway 27. And I just realized that our directional gyro is not slaved. So that's not good. Are we not getting no gyro pressure? Can't be good. It's just gonna check really quick in the maintenance section because it doesn't seem right. Electrical systems. Okay, so I'm wondering if I've forgotten something here, maybe. The directional gyro is definitely not matching up with the compass here. Oh, there we go. We can adjust it like that. Okay. So we'll wait till we get down here to the end of the taxiway. We'll do our run up. We'll realign the directional gyro there. I can never remember that click spot there to adjust it, to pull that knob out and adjust it.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Contact tower on 118.5. Safe flight.
Tower 18.5, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Have a good one. We're going to stop right here. We're going to set our parking brake. To increase our throttles back to 1,000 RPM. Our magnetic heading is almost dead east. So we're just going to spin this around right about, excuse me. Spin it around to right about there. There's our runway heading. Departure course. It's 271, so almost exactly the same. There's our runway heading, so we'll put it right there. 271. Directional gyro slave. All right. Now we're going to do our run-up checklist. So engine temperatures are checked, props are full forward, mixtures are rich. Throttles, we're going to increase to 1,500 RPM. Okay, they're at 1500. We're going to check the alternator. For at least 28 volts, which we're good. We're reading like 30. Yep, 30 on the right as well. Right, and we increase the throttles to 2100 RPM. Right, we cycle the props. See a drop in RPM, an increase in manifold pressure. And we'll just make sure the props are at 2100. We're gonna wheel the mixtures just a little bit. Okay, which that's roughly our little bit lean a peak. So that's good. We just don't want to foul the spark plugs, and we'll do our mag test. So start with the right engine. Okay, about 100 RPM drop, back to both. Left mag, also about 100 RPM, back to both. About 100 RPM, back to both. Right, that's the mag check complete. And we're just going to bring the throttles to idle for a second. Make sure that it idles, that it doesn't stop. And now we'll bring them back to 1000, and we'll do the before takeoff checklist. And then we'll go over to tower for our takeoff clearance. So there's about 1000 RPM. So the cabin doors closed and locked. Controls have been checked free. We'll just check them again really quick. Up on the left, down on the right, up on the right, down on the left, forward, backward, right, or left, right, or centered. Controls are free. The mixture will be full forward when we go to takeoff. Fuel selectors are on. The boost pumps can come on. Props are full forward. Instruments, we've checked them. Radios are about to be set. Archer 119er 75. 119er 7, actually. Okay, wind tower, we're squawking. Go altitude reporting. Right, radios are set, the flaps. Flaps are set, trims are set and neutral. Okay, Keto heat is on. Go ahead and turn on the strobes and the right landing light. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and turn them on, why not? We'll call tower for our takeoff clearance. Balmaceda Tower, Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo. We are holding short at runway 27 and we are ready for departure. Oh, my bad, we're still transmitting on COM 2. Balmaceda Tower, Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, holding short of runway 27.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Balmaceda ground, contact tower on 118.5.
Order Tower 18.5. Sorry about that. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. See, we switched it up. We switched to COM 2, then we switched to COM 1. Okay. This is where we need to be. This is what COM we need to be on. 18.5. That's my bad. Balmaceda Tower, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo. Sorry about that. We are holding short of runway 27, ready for takeoff.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Balmaceda Tower, runway 27, winds 300 at 17, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, and copy the winds, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Alright, this should be a pretty gusty takeoff. See how this goes. Bring the power all the way back to idle here for just a second while we get lined up. Gorgeous mountain view over there. If you guys didn't catch the previous episode where we flew into this airport with our friend, feel free to check it out in the playlist. Playlist is on my channel of all of these episodes. And yeah, you can check out all of these flights we're doing down here in South America on our way northbound all the way to the northern coast of Alaska. All right, let's bring the power up a little bit. Let's bring the mixtures full forward. And then we'll smoothly add in all that power. All right, and we're good to go. Airspeed's live. There's 80 knots. 90 knots. We'll rotate at about 100. Oof, very gusty. All right, braking the gear. Gear's coming up. All right, the gear's up. Gonna bring power back to 24 inches of manifold pressure. .2400 RPM on the props.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact departure.
Over departure, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Have a good day. Balmaceda departure, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo with you, climbing 2,900 for 5,000.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Balmaceda departure, radar contact, climb 5,000, turn left heading 270, vectors to GENAB, then on course, climb flight level 100.
Left 270 to GENAB, then on course, climb maintain 100, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're going to bring the flaps up. Now we can switch to GPS steering mode. Should be direct to GENAB. Can turn our autopilot
Bravo, contact Puerto Montt Center on 128.3.
over to center 128.3, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Winner, Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo, climbing 4,200 for flight level 100.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Puerto Montt Center identified. Buenas tardes, Balmaceda, QNH 906.
UNH 906, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo.
Aerostar Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, contact Comodoro Rivadavia approach on 124.3.
Commodore Rivadavia approach 124.3, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Have a good day. Commodore Rivadavia approach Aerostar number 702 Sierra Bravo, climbing 5,300 for flight level 100. Okay, to go.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Commodoro Rivadavia approach identified. Good afternoon, Balmaceda QNH 996.
QNH 996, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. It's 2941 approximately. So, 29. Now we're proceeding on course. I don't really know why they're having us climb so high on this flight plan. I feel like we could kind of skirt these mountains, but as you can see, there's the airport right there. I mean, we're literally just a few miles away. Excuse me. So we'll be there in no time. We won't even really have time to get to cruise altitude and lean out or anything.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, when you're ready, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 996.
Descend 4,000 feet, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. So you see now we're descending.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turn right, heading 360 vectors for the visual runway 21 approach.
Turn right, heading 360, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Vectors for visual runway 21 approach.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turn right, heading 345 vectors for the visual runway 21 approach.
Turn right to 345, vectors visual runway 21 approach, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. 345. Descending. Alright, I guess we can do the approach checklist. Boost pumps on, mixtures will come full rich. Fuel selectors are on. Flaps will bring down to 20 degrees once we're a little bit closer. And gear below 157. Airspeed 140 for the approach. And then flaps full down and reduce power to 100 knots. So we're doing good. We're just descending now. Very, very short first leg. So they're going to give us vectors for the visual approach. We're going to pull up the charts here, and we're just going to get the taxiway chart. Just don't chart, actually. Approaches. Okay, so we'll see what this airport's like. It looks like they don't really have any charts. So that might make things a little interesting. But obviously we don't really know exactly what this field is going to be like, so it could just be a dirt strip kind of in the middle of nowhere here. We need to send down to 4,000. Excuse me, which we are still working on doing. You can see on the GPS map display.
Turn right heading 355.
Right to 355, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. See the airport here on the map display, so they're just vectoring us out this way, so we can come in for a visual. Well, it looks like it might be in a little valley here almost. We got a little bit of terrain. Turbulence is really messing us up here a little bit. So hopefully we'll stay out of that for the most part. Got 800 feet to go on the altitude, down to 4,000. Bring the power back a little bit more. Interested to know if air traffic control is gonna deviate us around this mountain here or not. I'm actually gonna maybe level off here. Just a little command wheel steering mode. Try to just level off. Here, so we don't plow into this mountain. And then, yeah, they should be giving us a turn. Right after we cross over this, the airport should be over here off to our, like, 9 or 10 o'clock. But I'm expecting a left turn vector any moment now. Potentially. Maybe not. We're going to get in 20 degrees of flaps here. I'm trying to maintain about 140. The approach. Beautiful mountain scenery here. Left turn any minute now. Maybe they're going to wait until we pass this.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, maintain altitude 4,000 feet, turn left heading 345.
Left to 345, maintain 4,000 feet, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Let's give me this awfully sharp turn here. Runway's 2-1, so unless they're going to extend us all the way out and have us coming over this terrain, but I don't know why they would do it like that. Let me pitch up a little bit. Push down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to maintain 140. Any minute now. We're not going to be able to fly into the side of this mountain here.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, 5 miles from the approach turn. Turn left heading 280. Cleared for the visual runway 21 approach.
Left 280. Cleared visual runway 21 approach. Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. The runway in sight is probably down in this valley here. I genuinely would like to know how they expect me to make this approach over this terrain here. Alright, let's turn the autopilot off. I have to climb over this terrain. Sweet.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, can you enter Vidal Airport at your 1-2 o'clock, 8 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Safe flight.
Over to advisory, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. CTAF 122, 8.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, say again.
Teniente Vidal, traffic, Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo, we're inbound about 5 miles for the runway 21 approach, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. About 7 miles, but that's fine, give them a little bit of a heads up. Windy, windy, windy. Wow, 20 knot crosswind. That's not going to be fun. And we've really got to chop the power here. I believe I see the runway. Use our binoculars here. Yep, that looks to be the runway right there. So, I'm going to go ahead and drop the gear. And full flaps can come in here shortly. Turn off the autopilot master just to get the flight director bars out of the way. Full flaps coming in. What a gorgeous area. Look at this mountain here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Mixture's coming to full rich. We're sending below 3,000 feet. Very strong right crosswind, getting about 20 knots, 21 knots from the right. Got mountainous terrain here, so Might be looking for an ever so slight downdraft on the side of this hill here. We'll see. We're going to be prepared for it just in case. It's very gusty, very bumpy. Runway's in sight. Teniente Vidal traffic. Aerostar inbound visual 2 on approach. 1.5 miles, short final. Full stop landing, Teniente Vidal. Alright. A little bit low. Let's bring some more power back in. Trim off the airspeed. Power back to idle, props full forward. Way off center line. Goodness gracious. All right. So it was a pretty rough landing, but we got it down. I'm just trying to find where general aviation parking is. Actually, taxi off here. Teniente Vidal traffic, Aerostar 2CR Bravo, clear of the active. Right, there's the fuel box there. Looks like there's some GA parking down there, maybe, that we can taxi to. Let's get our flaps up. Landing strobes and fuel pumps off. Trim is pretty much neutralized. Okay. Lean it a little bit for the taxi in. Excuse me. Okay, this is a parking stand here. We want to taxi down a little ways. I hope you guys enjoyed that approach. That was a little bit interesting. Next leg should be interesting as well. I think we'll be doing some flying through the valleys here. I think we're just going to pull up in front of this hangar here. This one here at the end, maybe. Spin it around. This is technically a military apron. Okay, we'll just kind of pull in front of this hangar here. Right, parking brake here. Let's get our engines back to 1000 RPM. Kill our avionics master switch here. This economy is going to log the flight. Great, fuel pumps are off. Any nav lights are off, pitot heat's off. Bring the engines up here a little bit. Just to clean the spark plugs a little bit. Alright, welcome to Teniente Vidal Airport, everyone. Beautiful approach into here. I don't know why the air traffic control had us come in over that mountain, but did make for an interesting approach, so I guess we can't fault them too much there. Yeah, we're going to get our passengers loaded up for the next segment, and then we will be back with you guys. I'll probably come back to you guys whenever we have the engine started up and we're ready to taxi back out. But yeah, I will get back with you guys once we're ready to do that. All right, everyone. We just got our VFR departure approved. And I'll show you guys what we're going to do here real quick. First, I'll make our traffic announcement. Teniente Vidal traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're going to be taxiing over to the runway. And we're going to be back taxiing runway 21, and then we'll be doing our run up at the end of the runway for about 5 minutes before departure. Teniente Vidal traffic. Right, so just let traffic know what we're doing. So basically, our airport is only about 26 miles away.
Bravo approved. Advise ready for departure.
Oh. Sorry about that, Center. We meant to be on CTAF. We'll switch over and call you back when we're airborne. Yeah, accidentally broadcast that to Center. It's okay. Teniente Vidal traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We'll be back taxiing runway 21, and we'll be performing our run-up at the end of 21, approximately 5 minutes before departure. Teniente Vidal traffic. Alright, we'll put our strobes on, landing lights on, we'll back taxi, and then I'll tell you guys once we get down there what we're doing. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Haven't seen or heard anyone in the pattern, so it should be alright. Kind of starting to get the hang of taxiing the Aerostar. Still a little bit unfamiliar to me, but getting better at it each and every day. And I don't think there's any no spot for us to do our run-up, so we'll just taxi off into the grass, do our run-up, and I'll show you guys here on the GPS display what we're kind of doing. Ooh, excuse me. Well, there might be a little run-up pad there. It's a little hard to tell. Maybe not. Okay, well, we'll just spin it around anyways. In the grass. Alright, wow. Beautiful scenery in this area. Alright, let's set our parking brake. I'll show you guys what we're doing on the map. And we'll do our run up. Get airborne. Set our parking brake here. Okay, so basically, Puerto Aysen, Sierra Charlie Alpha Sierra Airport's right there. Basically, we're going to take off 2-1, depart traffic pattern, probably to do right-hand traffic, just because of this terrain over here is a little bit higher. I know this terrain is a little bit closer, but we should be able to climb above it easier. So make right traffic, runway 21, depart to the north, and then we're going to try to fly along this valley, and then eventually pick up this river, and then fly into Puerto Aysen. Aysen. Not sure how to pronounce it. It looks like it's already given us an extended runway center line, so we'll probably just make a visual for runway, what is that there, 15, 16. Oh, goodness gracious, what am I saying? 25, not 15. Yeah, so it should be pretty uneventful. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do our roundup really quick. Already did one earlier on the first leg, so all I'm going to be doing is just basically making sure that the mag check is good. We're not going to cycle the props or any of that. Just going to check the mags and then go. Right about 100 drop on the right engine, right mag. About 200 drop on the right engine, left mag, so see if leaning it out. Just letting it run here for a minute, doesn't burn off some of the soot off the spark plugs. Clean up the spark plugs a little bit here. Go ahead and check the left engine's mags. Right, left engine, left mag, about a 100 drop, or right mag, sorry. Left engine, left mag, about a 100 drop. And now we're going to check the right engine, left mag again. Okay, 100 drop. Right mag, also 100 drop. Okay, so that has cleared that up. Which is good. Was good to hear. Right. Just run our checklist here. Or takeoff. Cabin doors closed. Controls are free. Mixtures full forward. Fuel selectors on. Props full forward. Boost pumps on. Instruments checked. Radio set. Flaps. Come down to 20 degrees. Trim is set. Pitot heat is on. Parking brake release throttles full forward. Teniente Vidal, traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, we're lining up runway 21. We'll be departing VFR to the north, right traffic, and proceeding west up the valley to Puerto Aysen. TNT VDOL traffic. Lined up on the runway here. Slowly advance those throttles. Power set, off the brakes. Let's go flying. Heavy crosswind from the right. Off. Brake. Landing gear up. Alright, manifold pressure. Back to 2400 RPM. Props back to 2400. Tuning into VDOL traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turning right, crosswind, runway 21. Beautiful climb performance on this Aerostar. Tuning into VDOL traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turning right, downwind, runway 21. Trying to set our power here. Let's get our flaps up. Tuning into VDOL traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're going to be departing westbound from right downwind 21. Last call, tuning into VDOL traffic. Right. Climb just a bit. Going to bring back our props to 2100. Calm things down a little bit. And there's 2,500 feet. We're cleared anything below 4,500, but we're going to try to stick to about 2,500. So, and then this big valley here is the one we're going to be flying up. Still climbing. Need to level off. Then maybe we can actually climb to 3,000 or 4,500. I think either of those would be fine. We're going to call center and let them know we're airborne. Center, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo is airborne off of Teniente Vidal. We're proceeding westbound down the valley.
Aerostar November 702 Sierra Bravo, Commodore Control, roger. VFR approved, remain at or below 4500. Report position of beam Puerto Ison.
VFR approved at or below 4,500 and will report a beam Puerto Ison. Start 2 Sierra Bravo. Switch this to VFR. Yeah, we're gonna be there in a minute. We're cooking. $175 indicated, 156 ground speed. So I've actually got quite a bit of a headwind coming up this valley. So I could have just climbed over it and just flew direct, but I just thought it might be a little bit more scenic to fly through this little valley here. It's pretty small, even at this altitude. It's a really tight valley here. I just thought the scenery would be nice. Alright. Excuse me. Let's try to level off here at 3,000 feet. Trim the pressure off the yoke a little bit. Not that much pressure. After a few more minutes, this valley should open up, and there should be like a little river that kind of meanders west the rest of the way to Puerto Ison. See if this airport has any air traffic control or anything. Open airport, charts, taxi, info, comms. You can see the valley's opening up now. Field elevation 32 feet. 4,200 foot runway. Okay. Assuming CTAF will just be 22.8. Yep, fractaling the mixtures. I'm just going to do kind of a lazy Currently 18 knot winds from about 290-285. So if I take runway 25 at Puerto Ison, we'll probably overfly the runway. And Commodore Control, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We have the field in sight. We'd like to cancel IFR at this time. Or cancel VFR flight following at this time.
Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. And squawking VFR, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Traffic here 600 feet above, and they're climbing. Do not see them, but we have them on TCAS, so that's good. They're 1,000 above, almost directly above us here. Switch over. CTAF. Puerto Ison traffic, Aerostar, November 702 Sierra Bravo. We're 5 miles out from the airport from the east. At 2,000 feet, we're going to overfly the airport, and then we'll enter a right downwind runway 25, Puerto Ison. Should be right along the river there. And the fuel pumps are still on because it's another short leg, so boost pumps on, mixtures full rich, fuel selectors are on, and then flaps gear. Okay. Puerto Ison traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. We're flying the field at 1,200 feet. And then we'll be making right traffic, runway 25, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. I don't know why I said my call sign twice instead of the airport info, but I couldn't see the windsock. We'll trust the DTN 750 here. Puerto Ison traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo. Turning right crosswind, runway 25. And if the airport elevation is 32 feet, pattern altitude is probably about 1,000 feet. So Puerto Ison traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turning right downwind, runway 25, Puerto Ison. Okay, there's 140. We can drop some flaps now. About 20 degrees. Smidge too much, but that's okay. Puerto Ison traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turning right base, runway 25. Porto Ison traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, turning final, 2 mile final, right traffic, runway 25, Porto Ison. Right. Gears coming down, full flaps, boost pumps are on, landing lights are on, gears down. Oh, overshot the runway a little bit, that's correct there. Big overshoot. It's okay. Totally stable approach. No problem. Porto Ison traffic, Aerostar, short final, 25, Porto Ison. Easy, easy, easy. Here's the power. Oh. It's kind of a weird little bug on touchdown there with FS Realistic. It kind of jolts the camera way up. There's a taxiway here we can take. I believe. I don't see why not anyways. Porto Ison traffic, Aerostar 2 Sierra Bravo, clear the active. Porto Ison. Flaps up. Boost pumps off. Turn off one of the landing lights and the strobes. And there's not really much room to park here, so probably just end up finding some parking on the grass. Guess this looks like this is really for commercial aviation, so alright, I think that'll work for us here. Set the parking brake, FS economy will log its flight, pitot heat off, nav lights off, left landing light off. Excuse me, avionics master can come off. And there we will. Just lean the mixtures here just momentarily. Just to burn off any of that excess buildup on the spark plugs. There's that bug again. Those are off. Beacon can come off. The alternators can come off. And fuel selector's off. All Alright, battery off. Unplugging our headset. Alright, everyone, welcome to Port Ison. It's quite windy, so we'll get our aircraft tied down here. Chocks placed. Yeah, what a gorgeous area for some scenery here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are using a couple of payware sceneries. I can't think of the name of the developer. I think it's Simulation Extremo or something like that. They do have a lot of sceneries available on the in-game marketplace for South America. But as you can see, we've got a little bit of weather starting to build up here. So I actually think we're going to take a little break. We'll continue this on in a bit. I need to take a break anyways, and yeah, we'll take a look at a few things, get our next couple of legs planned out, where we're going, and then we will be back for the next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you did like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, let me know you liked it. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments down below, and if you want to catch the next episode, make sure to subscribe. That way you can get notified when I upload the next episode. Yeah, if you want to see any of the previous episodes, the playlist is on my channel. I'll have it linked here at the end of the video. But until next time, take care, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Happy flying. Bye.